Hey everyone, Alex Bennett here, Director of Athletic Performance at the PGA Tour Performance Center at TPC Sawgrass. I'm going to do a full workout here on the functional trainer, the cable machine, whatever you want to call it, you can use. Obviously, I love using Keizers. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me use Keizers a lot. It's air pressure, it's super smooth. You work on speed, it tells you peak power, and it also compares each rep to your peak power. So it's giving you instant feedback about your speed, your power, what type of effort you're putting in. So I obviously love that. But there's so many things to do with these cable machines. I'm going to take you through a full workout right now. So we're going to start with an anti-rotation move. Whenever we go into these moves, I always start my players with a little bit of anti-rotation work to work on that stability of the trunk. Make sure they're in a mode to brace properly, especially when we're doing a lot of rotation work under tension. So all we're going to do to start is we're going to try and be as neutral as we can be with our stance. We're not arched with the back. We're a little tucked, not extremely tucked, and all we're going to do is we're just going to hold this for 10 seconds. And as you can see, I don't have a ton of weight, but you want enough weight to make it challenging. And I don't want this shoulder up here. We want to keep those elbows tucked, just like that. We're going to do 3 rounds of 10 seconds on each side. So I'm going to flip over. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to show you the other side from this back side too, just to show you we're not trying to get here and hold that out. We really want to be straight up and down. If you have a mirror in front of you, that would be best, but we're just going to hold it for 10 seconds. You might feel those hips want to rotate. Keep them square. Keep that core brace. You should feel left side of the obliques if your left side is nearest the machine, as mine is right now. And then when we flip back over that right side, I'm going to feel those right obliques. I'm tucking that. I don't want to be here, remember. I want to be straight up and down, and we want to be solid with the core. Take breaks in between, take a breath in between. It's hard to breathe sometimes when you're maintaining that brace, especially for 10 seconds like that. We're going to do 3 rounds. We're on to the next move. So these machines are great for building strength in your core, abs. Abs are not meant to be doing crunches for 1,000 reps. It's meant to be anti-rotational and rotation under tension. Rotate with weight. That's how you build abs. That's how you build strong abs, functional abs, abs that protect your back, but also help you produce in whatever sport you're playing, especially if it's rotational sport, which pretty much every one of them require great rotation. So now we just did our Palif hold there. Now we're going to keep this into the chest. We're going to turn with our chest. My shoulder's actually pushing against this. We're going to go out, and then we're staying really wide and slow. Coming back, we're going to feel quite a bit of core. Once again, we're feeling core here, and we're feeling our core help decelerate this tension that we're under. This is a big deal when it comes to anyone that wants to produce speed through rotation. You have to be able to decelerate. Your core has to be able to help you safely decelerate the speed you're producing. If you can't decelerate, for one, you're going to get hurt. And 2, you're just not going to create that much speed because your nervous system knows that you can't safely decelerate. So it's not going to allow you to accelerate as much as you want to. So return, push, slow coming back. I feel a lot of left obliques here. You might even feel some left glute, some left hip, which is perfectly fine. We're only going to do 5 reps here because we're really focused on that slow deceleration. Do not rush through this. Most of the benefit is going to be coming from you going slow back. So do not rush through it. We're doing 3 sets of 5. Now we're going to get into some of our rotational strength work with this next move. So this move here, we're going to do a punch, but we're going to stick the finish and really feel that core. And then we're going to come slow back. So we're really feeling ourselves kind of absorb that energy coming back, but we're pushing, push, and then turn, and then bring it slow and steady back. Just control it. Push off that trail leg. Nice and smooth coming back. Same thing, we're gonna do 3 sets. We're gonna do 5 reps here. So this next one, we're gonna lower that anchor point about shin height, just below the knee. What we're gonna really focus on here is we're gonna get pretty much all that weight on this front leg. We're gonna allow this to rotate us into this hip. And we're gonna rotate out of it as we row. Rotate into it, rotate out of it. Once again, this is about control. This is about trunk stability. You're gonna feel this hip working, this left glute working. You're gonna feel that left quad working, really stabilizing. We're gonna get nice length through this right lat. Then we're gonna rotate out of it as we row, really working all the function of the hip and that oblique sling, but also working our pull strength. We're just doing 8 reps. Then we're gonna switch, rotate into it, rotate out of it. Whew. Lost my balance a little bit there. Rotate into it, rotate out of it, nice and smooth. And what you'll see too, if you're someone that really likes to do a lot of barbell workouts, we're really isolating one side of the body here, really working on balance and symmetry. You're gonna really expose some weaknesses you have. And for that, we're gonna be able to improve those weaknesses. That's why it's so important to do workouts like this where we're kind of moving slow and smooth. We're building strength, but we're also making sure our motion is perfect. We're making sure our stability is perfect. And we're really feeling those muscles be really active, really fired up. We're really hammering the stabilizers while also working strength in there as well. So once again, we're at that same height as that last move. We're gonna add a lunge to our row, and this one you can go a little faster, and we're gonna feel that push out of the ground while we sink that row up. This is obviously one of my favorite moves. I think everyone can benefit. Every athlete especially can benefit from this move. We're really working on producing power from the ground up while sinking this trail side with that lead side, just as you do in basically every sport. And same thing, we're gonna do 3 sets of 8. Feel that rotation, but make sure this knee isn't collapsing and we're staying stable over top that hip. And once again, we're gonna do 3 sets, 8 reps. So now we're gonna go higher, shoulder to the top of the head height. We're gonna two-hand it coming out. You can use a little heavier weight here. We're gonna keep that spine angle forward, keep that core tight. What I don't wanna see is when you take this weight back that everything just kind of comes back with it. Belly button goes this way. We wanna keep that belly button moving forward here. Let the chest open up, and then we're gonna punch. And this should feel like just as much of a core workout as it is a chest and shoulder workout. When we switch sides, I've had people try to take it over their head and switch sides. Just let it re-rack. Two-hand it, grab it with that left hand, two-hand it coming out. Same thing, keep that core tight. You might find this left side a lot more difficult to stabilize, and that's perfectly normal and perfectly fine, especially if you're a right-hander. But that's why we're doing it. So right here, we're also gonna do 3 sets, 8 reps. So once again, we're adding power from the ground up. We're gonna start with a squat, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a little squat, and as we row, we're gonna step back just like that, legs, feet are 90 degrees, back in. Feel that push, open up those hips, row it in as you rotate. Great for the hips, great for the posture, great for the hinge. Okay, then we're gonna switch. Good. Once again, we're gonna do 3 sets of 8. Really good move for a whole lot of reasons. We're opening them up both hips, using external rotation, working our hinge pattern. Weights helping us counterbalance, so we're keeping a good spine angle. 3 sets of 8. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you haven't liked and subscribed, I really appreciate it if you do. Make sure if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to get around to them. If you have any topics you want me to cover in future videos, leave them in the comments. Once again, I'll do my best to get around to them. Thanks again, guys.